change and spread a gleam of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe that we can make a change and spread a gleam of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe, I believe, I
The Governor General's I Believe initiative, in association with the Ministry of Education and Youth, Region 3, presents a Grand Exit Examination Symposium for all CSEC, Cape and City and Guild students under the theme, In It to Win It, featuring a stress management session, a career development seminar, entertainment and giveaways, and a powerful motivational talk happening on Zoom and YouTube on Sunday, March 27, 2022 at 4 p.m. You can't afford to miss it. Come, let us empower you to pass like a boss.
In spite of all our differences, along with all our problems, I believe. And despite the crime and violence and men and women dying, I believe. From the boots of Dolphin Mountains, let all our voices ring. Oh, I believe. I believe that we can make a change and spread a gleam of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe. I believe. There's nothing wrong with Jamaica that can fix it what is right. Oh, I believe. And regardless of our struggles, we can rise again. Oh, I believe. Others believe in us, but we must also sing. Oh, I believe. I believe that we can make a change and spread a gleam of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands change and spread a gleam of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe that we can make a change and spread a gleam of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe.
And ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant afternoon to you all. And I want to preliminarily welcome you to the I Believe Initiative and Ministry of Education and Youth Region 3 Exit Examination Motivational Symposium. And as you can see, we're right on time. But we realize that some others are still logging on and sharing the links. I want to thank you for being punctual. And we want to ask you to give us a few minutes for some others to come on, and we will start the program officially at 4:15 p.m. But once again, thanks for being early, and please go ahead and invite others to share. We are also streaming on YouTube at Johnson Motivates. So those who are on YouTube, share the links. Those who are on Zoom, share the links. And hopefully, God's willing, we will start officially, as I just said, at 4:15. In the meantime, please enjoy the musical prelude and montage of the I Believe song one more time. The Governor General's I Believe initiative in association with the Ministry of Education and Youth, Region 3 presents a Grand Exit Examination Symposium for all CSEC Cape and City and Guild students under the theme In It to Win It, featuring a stress management session, a career development seminar, entertainment and giveaways, and a powerful motivational talk happening on Zoom and YouTube on Sunday, March 27, 2022 at 4 p.m. You can't afford to miss it. Come, let us empower you to pass like a boss.
Along with all our problems, I believe. And despite the crime and violence and country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe that we can make a change and spread a belief of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe, I believe, I believe.
As we head into our exit exams. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon to you all. I'll be your host, Ornesia Blackstock, aka Valiant the Voice, and it is my absolute honor to be sharing with you in the I Believe Exam Motivational Symposium. You are in for a whole treat. I know a few of the people who are on the panel this evening, and trust me, you will not leave here the way you came. Whether it is that you're going to win a prize, you're going to have a big surprise, or something you'll just realize, it doesn't matter. Today, we are happy to have you, happy to serve you. Greetings to all the students, but we'll go into the formal welcome later on. At this time, we must entertain and acknowledge the presence of Almighty God. So to run that segment of the program, I invite at this time Pastor Conroy Shakes, who is the head of the Bamboo District of Seventh-day Adventist Churches, or from that district, to lead us in our devotional exercise. Over to you, Rev.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I hope that you are doing very well, and I am happy to join you in this motivational symposium. I just want to share with you quickly from the book Philippians. The Apostle Paul in Philippians 4 declared, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4 verse 13. And here the Apostle Paul was saying to us and to them back then that we can do all things, not some, but all things. So I must say to the students online, you can get all ones. You can do exceptionally well. You can do it. You have the power to do it. Why? Because God is there with you. He has given you the strength. And over in Isaiah 41 verse 10, God declared, I will be with you. I will strengthen you, I will help you, and I will uphold you with my victorious right hand. So after you would have written the paper, it's not done yet until when God himself stamped that paper with his divine approval. He has given you the ability to do so. He has given you the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding. And so I encourage each and everyone, when you enter the exam room, just declare as the Apostle Paul, I can do it. I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength to do it. I now invite you to bow your heads with me as I pray. Divine God and our Father, we are so thankful, Lord, for this afternoon. We are thankful for this program put in place to motivate the students of Jamaica who will be entering into an exam period very soon. I ask, Divine God, that your Holy Spirit will rest, remain, and abide with each one. May you give the teachers who are doing the final preparation the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding to do that which is best for the children, to do that which is pleasing in your sight. Father, I ask that you will stimulate the brain cells of the students. May you equip them, Father, with the basic resources needed to do exceptionally well in these exams. May you walk with them, may you talk with them, As they sit in these exams rooms, Lord, I pray your Holy Spirit to go there, to attend to them, to tell them what to do, to show them what to do, and to guide the process. May at the end of it, Lord, your name be glorified, each student be successful, and Jamaica be proud. Thank you for what you're about to do now, is my humble asking with thanksgiving in Jesus' name. Amen. Now, as God instructed Isaiah to tell the people, fear thou not, for I am with you, I will say to every student here on this platform, teachers, fear thou not, for God is with you. He's promised that he will be with you. He will give you the strength. He will help you. And most importantly, when you feel as though you cannot go on, he said he will lift you up with his victorious right hand. Have yourselves a wonderful evening and all the best as God lead you in this exam period.
Thank you very much, Reverend Shakes. Can we all put our hands together in the chat to say thank you to him? Can all 53 of you, I'm at 54, but can the 53 of you just use the chat to either say amen or thank you to Reverend Shakes for such a motivational and inspirational devotional. I'm not seeing anything happening in the chat. I see the amens coming in. Wonderful, wonderful. Can you hear me loud and clear? I trust that you are, because right now we need to make welcome, we need to make mention some very, very special individuals who are present with us on this platform at the, I believe, Exit Exam Motivational Symposium for CSEC Cape and City and Guilds students. So here we go. Of course, I am your host, as was mentioned earlier, Ornisia Blackstock, Mrs. And I too am a teacher at the Westwood High School. So if there are any Westwoodites online, big up on yourself. All right. But there are many more individuals who are way more important than I am. And I'm not going to hesitate to make them known and welcomed. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together virtually for His Excellency, the Right Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, who serves as the Governor General of Jamaica. We also have on the program with us the Honorable Norma Walters, JP, and Custos Rotilorum of St. Anne, Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry, JP, and Acting Senior Education Officer, Mr. Abraham Simmons, who is the National Coordinator for the Governor General's, I believe, initiative. We have the IBI ambassadors. What does IBI mean? Who can tell me in the chat real quick what IBI means? If you can tell me at the end of this greeting, there's a prize waiting for you. Talk to me real quickly, right? We also have a plethora of presenters. We have not a large necessarily, but we have some presenters here. I trust and hope. As a matter of fact, I guarantee you that they're going to blow your minds with the information that will be presented. So to all our presenters, especially invited guests, if there are any principals, teachers, and students, of course, you're all here. Welcome to you. We cannot forget the individuals over there on YouTube land who are joining us. Please do not forget to subscribe to the Johnson Motivates page over there on Instagram. Lots of content, lots of motivation. And if you're not yet convinced about doing that, trust me, after his presentation, you will have absolutely no choice. So to every one of you, welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you just throw up some welcomes in the chat? And I don't see anybody tell me what IBI means just yet. So throw up some welcomes in the chat for me. All right, genius. A genius. Thank you so much for answering. It's the I Believe initiative. Yeah. Thank you so much. Now, A genius and anybody else who participates and desires to win the prize, or you actually win the prize, please ensure that you send to me privately your name, your school, your grade. All right. and your telephone number, please send them to us so that we can properly arrange the transport and handing over of your token. Now you might be saying, Miss, what can I give for I get? What kind of things I get? Trust me, such a big thing, you're gonna get big prizes. We have credit. So for those of you who need a little data on your phone, don't worry yourself. We got you. Whether you're Flow or Digicel, all will be well. We got you covered. Yeah. So don't worry yourself. You have credit being given away. We also have some bags courtesy of the IBI. 10 walla bag what up much. I have to use all 5 fingers to tell you how many we have. 10 bags to give away to you. Pardon me. 10 bags to give away. I spoke about the phone cards. We also have 2 Governor General Program for Excellence 30th anniversary souvenirs. Now, how cool would it be? How cool would it be to have something in your yard where the Governor General give you? Nobody can talk to you, Can't talk to you. Why? You have the Governor General things in your yard and it belongs to you. You get gift from Sir Gigi. All right? And so we're excited. We are excited. Be afraid to light up the chat. We're going to have a phenomenal time. But it's out of my voice now. Time to hear greetings from some individuals who have joined us. At this time, His Excellency the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, the Governor General of Jamaica. His greeting will be read by his representative, Mr. Abraham Simmons, the National Coordinator, my apologies, for the Governor General's Program for Excellence, the I Believe Initiative. So that's the complete name. Yeah. All right. So he will be bringing greetings, or will serve as a representative for the Governor General. And additionally, he will bring his greetings in his capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, after he is through, then the Honorable Norma Walters, JP, and Custos Rotiloro for St. Anne will bring her greetings. Immediately after that, Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry, JP, and Acting Senior Education Officer at the Ministry of Education and Youth, Region 3, will be bringing her greetings immediately after that. So, Sir Patrick Allen, his name being read, his greetings, sorry, being read by his representative, Mr. Abraham Simmons, who will do his greeting right there. And afterwards, then the Honorable Norma Walters, then Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry. Over to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Blackstock, and greetings, everyone. The Honorable Norma Walters, Custos Rotulorum for the parish of St. Anne. Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry, Acting Senior Education Officer within the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, or IBI ambassadors, specially invited guests, the students, good afternoon to you all. I bring you warm greetings on behalf of the Governor General, His Excellency the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, the Governor and the Governor General's Program for Excellence. We call it the GGPE. The GGPE is our flagship social and community engagement program at King's House with direct oversight for the I Believe Initiative and the Governor General's Achievement Award. On this occasion, we're happy to be partnering with our ambassadors for the Exit Examinations Motivational Symposium under the I Believe Initiative. We are indeed proud of our ambassadors working under the leadership of Mr. Jermaine Johnson and Mr. Jay Bury, along with the Ministry of Education in execution of this well-anticipated event. I know we continue to be challenged by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, but I am so happy that despite the adjustments we've had to make, we can still meet in a fashion to empower youth and incite a spirit of excellence. I want to say to the students preparing for their exit exams that you are the moment. All of your hard work and preparations that span several years have been for this time. You're expected to give up nothing else but your best, recognizing at the end of this journey, there's an advancement to another level that you earned with everything within you. You're a generation that has faced many challenges, and I speak for everyone when I say we are proud of you. We are proud of you for having remained focused in a dynamic world with many external influences that often lead to unfavorable outcomes for our young people. We are proud of you for having come this far, despite the unprecedented challenges of a global pandemic. We are proud of you for having hope and motivation when crises and wars continually challenge our country and the region. Please, however, be prepared to expand your horizon. Your exams are not the end all. They are one set of goals in pursuit of the other. Many of you are talented and skillful young people who we need to be at your maximum potential to help pivot our country in the right direction. As I share these sentiments, I think of the words of His Excellency during his inauguration message as Governor General, that there is nothing wrong with Jamaica that cannot be fixed by what is right with Jamaica. You are what is right with Jamaica. Everything that you have ever done in your life has prepared you well for this transition. I am a product of the I Believe initiative myself. And on one occasion, I sat in an audience just like this, where others shared this message with me. You know what? I believe them. I felt that something within me is needed as part of our country's development, and I had the skills and the talents to offer as part of what is right with Jamaica, and I worked very hard at it. I'm from St. Mary, and like many of you, from humble beginnings and in conflict with the fact that there were not many opportunities that came to our schools. By having this background, we do have to work twice as hard, and at the end of the day, we would have been successful based on these merits of hard work and determination. There are many exciting sessions ahead, and I know you will benefit significantly from the wealth of experience and lessons that will be shared today. As you prepare for your exit exams, walk with your head held high. Walk into those rooms hand in hand with your parents and foreparents who have labored aggressively for you to have this opportunity to have your voice heard in an ever-changing world. Thank you for this opportunity to join today's proceedings, and we encourage you to join our programs within the I Believe initiative wherever you are. Look out especially for our Summer of Service Scholarship, geared towards students enrolling in university. You give your service for a summer and receive a scholarship for your undergraduate degree at major universities in Jamaica. Thank you all, and all the best.
Well, Mr. Simmons.
Yes.
I tell you, that was just a technical issue.
I'm sorry,
Right.
did I go out? Did my feed drop?
I heard you loud and clear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simmons. Very well read, and we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for also representing the Governor General. Next up, Mrs. Let me not add a marital title just yet. Let me follow what's on the paper. The Honorable Norma Walters, JV, and Custos Rotilarum for St. Anne.
Madam Host, I am glad to be included in this well-appointed and well-needed and also timely intervention and motivational conversation on exit examination strategies with this special group, our future standard bearers. Mr. Abraham Simmons, National Coordinator of the Governor General's Program for Excellence, Mrs. Blackstock, our host, Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry, representing the Ministry of Education and Youth, Region 3, IBI Ambassadors Bury, Blair, Nunes, Virgo, and Campbell, IBI Ambassador Pastor Jermaine Johnson, and other ministers of religion, principals, teachers, justices of the peace, stakeholders, sponsors, students, target audience, distinguished ladies and gentlemen all, good afternoon. Firstly, let me commend the IBI ambassadorial team who have taken the initiative and have joined with the Ministry of Education and Youth to give this relevant leadership conversation. I joined Sir Patrick Allen, who in his 2009 inaugural address on the attainment of excellence encouraged role models such as you, the IBI ambassadors, and of course our target group as we embrace the Ministry of Education. In fact, our dear Governor General recognized on numerous occasions that the endorsement that the IBI ambassadors epitomize what's right with Jamaica. Indeed, 13 years after he made this profound statement, IBI ambassadors continue to renew their resolve for themes of success, to influence social responsibility, nation building through voluntary experiences and examination strategies. Together, we are all seeking to build hope, to build confidence, a sense of purpose, and sound values. So, I will not have to assure you who are here with us, especially our target audience, of the potential accruing and invaluable benefit of this symposium. Neither do I need to second guess the contents of the exciting and insightful program which is in store for you. You will agree with me, though, that even though life is rich and can be complicated, and even though it can be ever-changing, it is ever-changing, imperfect, and coming at you from every single direction, there are many perfectly good, positive, and life-affirming responses available. Today is one of those moments that we must grasp. So we must focus on the meaningful things which we can do, even as we continue to do well, and to make an absolutely awesome difference. Yes, carpe diem is a well-known term. Seize the day. Grasp the opportunity provided by this symposium today. Do continue to make the choices which affect your life positively. And be reminded of Mahatma Gandhi's encouragement to be the change in the world that you want to see. You know the terms. If it is to be, it is up to me. Solutions to meet our 2030 Millennium Development Goals and to attain our resolve to make Jamaica a better place encompasses the winners, those who know that success is a daily choice. The theme today, that we have to be in it to win it, provide many teachable, change-making moments for success. My friends, ladies and gentlemen, some wise person once said that the law of life is change. So as I philosophize, we must deduce that the purpose of education is not only for information, but it is also a serious call to action. The journey of life is proof that our beginnings are not necessarily our ends. So as one cook a full basket, let us treat this as the first day of the rest of our lives, and let us make it one on which we can all be justifiably proud by strengthening number one, as we continue to build a legacy for future generations. As I close, therefore, I encourage this cohort of IBI ambassadors, so ably led by Pastor Johnson, to be beacons in the lives of your members, to forge solid relationships, to be strengthened by your God, to embrace solid relationships, and to embrace relevant changes. Thanks for creating that environment that brings out the best in our people, especially our most valuable resource, our young people. Be refreshed, be renewed, and be inspired, and have an absolutely great exit examination, motivational symposium. God bless you.
Thank you, Custos. I love the way you speak. You just said great. My God, the R, the role in that. Of course, that must have been absolutely motivational and beautiful to hear. You definitely fit the role, you know, sounding something like the Queen. You definitely fit the Custis Rotalorum role. Yeah. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom, encouragement, motivation, and welcome. We now have Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry, JP, Senior Education Officer at the Ministry of Education and Youth, Region 3, to bring her greeting.
Thank you. Honorable Norma Walters, Custis Rotalorum for the Parish of St. Anne. Mr. Simmons, National Coordinator and Representative of Sir Patrick Allen, the Governor General of Jamaica. Pastor Jermaine Johnson and other IBI ambassadors. Pastor Corey Shakes, fellow education officers of Region 3. Colleague Senior Officer Mr. Odain James. Madam Chairperson Mrs. Blackstock, Principal, Guidance Counselors, Presenters, students, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and Youth, I greet you well this afternoon. Allow me to extend commendations to the IBM team for having taken this initiative and partnered with us as the Ministry of Education to give birth to this, our first National Exit Symposium for our final year students. It was a plan that we had, and when we got the call from Pastor Jermaine Johnson, we decided that we are also in it to win it. One of the guiding philosophies of the Ministry of Education and Youth is to provide quality education in an enabling and innovative environment to all Jamaicans. And so this afternoon, through the Governor General of Jamaica's flagship program, I Believe initiative, we hope to empower you, our students, as you prepare to sit CSEC, CAPE, and or City and Guilds examination. The theme, In It to Win It, epitomizes the confidence that we as a region of trailblazers have in you. The past 2 years have been quite trying ones, but as students, you demonstrated resilience and the self-will, signaling that you can bounce back. I encourage you as you participate in this afternoon's symposium to remember that the future of Jamaica lies in your hands. It rests in your minds and has to be molded by you. Together, we can use what's right in Jamaica to fix what's wrong with Jamaica. Have an extraordinary afternoon as we are in it to win it like a boss. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry. And I just love today's symposium. Can you say it again for us? Yeah.
Symposium, the Exit Examination Motivational Symposium.
So the theme for today is?
In it to win it like a boss.
Ah, that's it right there. I love how you said it. Thank you so much. So if nobody heard it, nobody remembered it, now you are so aware of it. We are gathered here to encourage each and every one of you, regardless of your capacity, that we are in it to win it. Everybody type that in the chat for me. I am in it to win it. Where failure I go, where doubt I go, where self-sabotage I go. No, that not keep. We are in it to win it. When we exit, we win it. Yeah. We're going to see those ones and twos rolling in. Man, them not see so much 1 and 2 in their life when they look at the Jamaican scores for the CSEC, CAPE, and City and Guilds examination. See, I love what I'm seeing in the chat. I'm in it to win it. Yes. Like a boss, like a BOSS. Right? We're dominating this. Yeah, man. I'm in it to win it. I love it. Keep lighting up the chat. All 102 of us who are here, we are star. You see me? We're in it to win it, and we're not winning it like an ordinary person. We're not being basic Betty. Nah, we're in it to win it like a boss, not being basic, winning it like a boss. Trust me, we're going to have a fantastic time. We've heard greetings coming from some phenomenal individuals, and guess what? So much more is in store for you. Like right now, some gifts are coming your way. If you can answer 3 crucial questions. Do note the following, though. We would appreciate if you open up your camera so we know we're not speaking to blank screens, right? It would be very much appreciated if we see a few faces. You know, even if you're here not home good, or, you know, it's okay. We can't smell you through the camera. We believe you're bathed. We really believe that, you know, you're freshened up before you came on the camera, so that's okay. But we'd love to see some faces. So let me scroll through. I am seeing our Custos Rotelorum. Let's see whom else I'm seeing. Yes, Lady Johnson Henry is showing her lovely face. Scrolling through. Tony and Davis, yes, one of our presenters. Greetings to you, madam. All right, whom else am I seeing? Lady, I want to pronounce your last name correctly. Burey. Bury. Say it for me. Bury? Said it correctly? All right. All right. Thank you so much. I'm seeing James. The camera them are open. I'm seeing Donna. That's an interesting last name. Bonaman. That is the most interesting last name I've ever seen in my life. Next to mine, Blackstock. My God, I love it. But love it so much. Let's see who else has his or her camera on. All right. The others will be turned on shortly, and I'm seeing some familiar faces. So some of my colleagues are here, and some of my students are here. But guess what? We're going to jump in and win some prizes because bag of things are going to keep this evening. All right, let's go. Who? Oh, and by the way, if you win one prize, you can't come through, come win another. We're going to allow other persons the opportunity to try and win. And our Custos Rotelorum and the acting senior education officer for Region 3 and all our presenters, you are not permitted to participate. You are not permitted to participate. Thank you, Ade and James, for having on your camera. We love seeing you. All right, here we go. Name the parishes within Region 3. Either you open your mic or use the raise hand icon, or you can type it in the chat. But the first to tell me the answer for that, you got yourself a prize. Name the parishes that are within Region 3.
Aisha.
All right, so T. Hamilton has her hand up. T. Hamilton.
Hello, good day.
Good day. Go ahead and name the parishes for me.
Saint Anne and Trelawney.
Just those two?
Yes, ma'am.
Just those two? It must be a very small region. But yes, you are the parishes within Region 3. So T. Hamilton sounds like Theandre Hamilton from the Westwood High School. Come true goods. Please send me your name, your grade, your telephone number to school so that we can arrange giveaway. All right, lower your hand, T. Hamilton. Name 5 schools, 5 secondary schools within Region 3. 5 secondary schools for which Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry has responsibility. All right, so I see Krishana's hand. What an interesting spelling of your name. You know, back in my time, people just went with ordinary names like Pam, Joe, Roy, Bob, Sue, 3-letter names. Now we're just, hyphenating everything and complicating everything. And I'm very funny, Krishana or Krishana. When you open your mic, you can tell me the answer. You can tell me what your pronunciation is. But go ahead and tell me 5 high schools that are within Region 3.
Good evening, it's Krishana.
Thank you, Krishana.
All right, so you have William Lee Memorial High School, Holland High, Albertown High. You have Westwood. You have Cedric Titus, and you have York Castle.
My God, you give me whole of 6. Whole of 6. You want to just name 3 more? Just give me 3 more. You know what? Let's just finish the hand. Give me 4 more. Let's just complete the hand and you give me 4 more.
You have Discovery Bay High. You have Brownstone High. St. Mary High.
2 more. Say that one again.
And St. Hilda's. And
so we have St. Hilda's. What was the one that you said before St. Hilda's?
That one was I don't even remember.
All right, so list 1 more. You just need to complete the hand with 1 more.
Try High.
Come through. Yes, honey, you gave me all of 10 schools. I know there are quite a few others, but trust me, you did absolutely well. So please send a direct message to me, your name. I see you have a little fan in the chat saying, go William Nib. Are you from William Nib, or tell me what school you're from?
William Nib.
See, I knew it. I was in the spirit. That's correct, my love. Congratulations to you. You've won yourself a lovely prize. I'll tell you what it is in the chat. Send me your name, your grade, your phone number, your school, all of these wonderful things so that you can collect your prize in due time. All right, last question. Last question before we move into an absolutely riveting presentation. Last question. What is the motto for the I Believe initiative? Well, I was about to ask it in Spanish, but that would have gone horribly wrong. What is the motto for the I Believe initiative? And you can open your mic, use the raise hand icon, or type it in the chat. This person will walk away with credit courtesy of whatever brand of phone you have. No, you know, it would be nice if you need to win it like a boss were the motto of the I Believe initiative. We can definitely put that to the Governor General to, you know, sir, for the next 30 years, let it be in it to win it like a boss. But that's only the theme for the symposium today, not necessarily the initiative, the IBI. All right, so Kevonte has his hand raised. Come through. Kevonte? Kevonte? All right, so Keroni Jones, you only have part of the motto. There's nothing wrong. There's something wrong with that answer. You need to add to it so that you can be in it to win it and win yourself some credit. Yeah. All right, so Kevonte is not coming up. I'm still waiting to see some answers in the chat. I'll give you guys 1 more minute. All right, so I see that 2 participants' hands are raised. Who are they? Javon Hanson, we have a male who wishes to answer. Go ahead. Oh no, that's in the waiting room. How do I see the persons who have lifted their hands? Okay, Kevonte's hand is still up. Tyrick Ray, your hand is up. Go ahead. Tyrick? No?
In it to win it.
Say that again, Tyrick.
In it to win it.
That's the theme for the symposium, not necessarily the IBI. All right, so I'm happy that you were in it, but this time you didn't win it. All right, so let's see who can give it. Oh, I'm looking in the chat now. Jake Donna Sewell says, there's nothing wrong with Jamaica that can't be fixed with what's right is Jamaica, and that's why you have won yourself some credit. Jay Donna Sewell. Who, wow, my internet must be woefully slow because I'm just seeing the other hands that are coming in. Pardon me. But Jay Donna, you have gotten it correct. That is correct, my love. Please message me privately so that we can send you the credit and you tell me what network you have subscribed to. Speaking of subscribing, don't forget to subscribe to the Johnson Motivates page as well as of the Instagram page, but all that information will be presented to you later on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as was shared with you earlier, we have some crucial topics that are going to be covered by some absolutely phenomenal individuals. One such person is Miss Tonian Davis, who is a licensed associate clinical psychologist with the Ministry of Health, who assigned more so to the Northeast Regional Health Authority at the St. Anne Health Department. Her duties see her offering psychotherapy and assessment services to both adults and children. What she does includes expertise of regional psychologists, psychiatrists, social workers,
It seems we lost Mrs. Blackstock there for a while, but I'm quite sure that she will rejoin us very soon. So ladies and gentlemen, just continuing on where she left off, Ms. Tonian Davis, Associate Clinical Psychologist with the Ministry of Health. We're delighted to have you, Ms. Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, please give her the virtual welcome. Utilize the emojis or just type it in the chat, even as she comes and presents to us in a nice and pointed way some stress management tips.
Thank you, Pastor Johnson. Welcome, our lovely students, our dignitaries. Thank you for coming. So this afternoon, we're going to be doing some realistic stress management technique. We're not going to be doing much talking, just more acting and enjoying yourselves. So this afternoon, I want us to start off with a mental health scavenger hunt. That means we're going to need our cameras open and we're going to be finding some things. So I want us to have our cameras open. Don't worry about the clothes you have on or the hair wasn't done. I want us to just engage a little bit and have our cameras open because we're gonna need it for this activity. Oh. I'm not seeing any cameras open. Oh, okay, so for those of us who have our cameras open, we're going to do a little scavenger hunt. So I want us to first try and find something blue, anything blue in your house, wherever you are, anything blue, and show us what you have. Something blue. Awesome. Love it. Now I want us to try and find something that we can find in our house that's in a classroom. So something that's in a classroom, but that you can find in your house. Quick. So we're seeing a ruler. Awesome stuff. Okay, awesome. So we're seeing a pencil. Awesome. Now I want us to find something that's in the backpack, the school backpack that we carry to school every day. Show us something that's in your backpack. Water bottle. Thank you. Awesome. Water bottle. Now I want us to find something that helps us to relax. Something, not something that helps you to stress, something that helps you to relax. I see Opal has her phone. Okay, awesome. Anybody else? Something that helps you to relax. Okay. Phone again, Opal? We're in a technological age. Awesome stuff. And lastly, I want us to show something that helps you to study. Something that helps you to study. Something that helps you to study. Okay, so the laptop. Awesome stuff. What else is in the books? Yes. Ooh, a whiteboard. Awesome. No, the books, textbooks, notebooks, awesome stuff. Okay, so with that, I hope that even though it was quite short, you guys had a little fun and you were running up and down and you found the activity engaging. So we're going to quickly talk about what is stress, two of the major types of stress that we probably all will face, and then quickly some tips that we can use. And so I want, when we look at what is stress, stress can be something that is really hard. It's something that is challenging. And so stress in itself is the feeling of being overwhelmed. Has any of us ever felt overwhelmed? So you feel so overwhelmed and you feel unable to manage and cope with the mental and emotional stresses of life. And sometimes these stresses can also be physical. So it's you not being able to manage the stresses that you are experiencing at any given time. And sometimes we may have different reactions to how we manage our stress. So with that said, and we have a good definition of that, let's look at the two types of stress. So there are two major types of stress that each and every one of us can experience. And you see the little dogs there. One is the good stress, which is eustress, and the bad stress, which is distress. But guess what? Both stresses have you being startled and on edge, but in a good way on edge. However, when you're having eustress, that's the stress that when you're trying to put together an assignment with a group of friends and so forth, and you just pumped to get it done. And sometimes they're stressing because they're not putting their weight or they're not doing what they need to do. That is eustress. And even preparing for your exam, some of you guys are excited, you're apprehensive, but that is good stress. However, there is also bad stress. And bad stress is when you start to worry, you start to become afraid, you start to get anxious or ticked off very easily. And you might also find yourself getting angry when others talk to you. And so it is important that we maintain more of the good stress than the bad stress. But there are some activities that you can do to manage both stresses. And we want for you to be able to have that eustress, but be able to navigate it effectively, because we know that you guys are in it to win it like a boss. And so with that, you want to know what is your stress response, whether you're going to fight it. So you might get anxious and agitated, you might run, or you might even just be numb. You're just not feeling anything, you just don't know what to do. So it is important that you know what your stress response is. So there might be fight, flight, or even freeze. So with that said, knowing what your stress response is, you might be saying, Miss Davis, how am I supposed to manage that now? So we're just going to look at a few little tips. So how can I manage my stress? If you see my little guy a little ball in there, and he's smiling because guess what? That little ball knows how to manage his stress. And some of the ways that you can manage your stress is one, find a simple hobby, something that you enjoy doing. So even though you're studying for your exams, and the exams are there and you know that you have to study, it's important that you make time to do something that you love. Another aspect is laughing. It is important to laugh, and sometimes even laugh at ourselves. We can't be taking life too serious, but it is important to know that there's a time for everything. And yes, there are things that we do need to take serious, but it is important that we as individuals know how to laugh. It's important that we can even use music. So use positively enriching music to help you study, to help you learn, to help your mind be in a good mood. Time management. A lot of us procrastinate. And sometimes when we procrastinate, it starts to give us additional stress. So it is important to manage your time wisely. It is important to allot sections, time to do different things. And as we said before, time to relax. Exercise, taking a stroll down the road or even hitting the gym for an hour or two is important. It helps the endorphins. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel happy. It makes us feel alert. And you're able to study better. So it's important that you find some way to exercise. Bond with nature. Go out in the open, plant, engage in something that makes you feel like you're in nature. So it might even be just visiting the beach and just sitting on the seaside and enjoying the waves, breathing in that energy. And lastly, it is important that we find some way to meditate, whether it is doing our relaxation techniques, spending time with God, spending time in personal devotion, spending time with us just being able to be one with ourselves and our Creator. So it's important to meditate, and it's important to ensure that you're relaxed. So as we've looked at how to manage our stresses, guess what? We're going to do a quick, simple activity on how to manage our stress. So at this time, I'd love for the lovely tech team to just cue that relaxation activity. And I just hope that you guys will just engage in it, enjoy it, and just be relaxed.
Hey there, and thanks for gifting yourself these next few minutes. It's important to remember that you're a priority, and allowing yourself even just a few short minutes of intentional reflection can really have a positive impact on the rest of your day. So let's use these next few minutes to come back to center and set an intention for the rest of your day. Move into a comfortable position, whether you're seated at your desk at work or laying on the couch at home, and gently close your eyes and shift all of your attention onto your breathing, taking slower, deeper breaths than you've taken all day so far. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly letting it out through your mouth. And continuing to breathe that way, feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale and contract back in as you exhale. Tune into your body, noticing how it feels. Noticing if there's anything that it's trying to tell you. Notice any place of tension or tightness in your body. And give those areas permission to relax, sending love into those areas. Thank your body for taking such good care of you, and let it know that it's okay to rest and relax for these next few minutes. You may notice that your mind starts to wander off. That's okay. That's natural. Just notice it and bring your attention back to your body, using your breath as your anchor. Try to picture one thing that's happened today that's made you smile, or made you thankful or appreciative. And just let that feeling fill you up for a moment. Breathe that feeling in from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And allow yourself to smile if that feels natural. Now focus on something that you can do today, whether it's for yourself or for someone else, that will allow you to continue feeling this way. It could be something as small as deciding to go to bed early tonight, so that you have time to finally read that book that's been on your bedside table. Or the joy of getting dinner with a close friend. What's one little thing you can plan for your day to bring that intentional joy to it? Now just focus on that for a few minutes. Sit in that feeling of joy and peace. take a few more deep breaths together. A deep breath in, feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale, and everything contract back in as you exhale. Again, an even deeper breath than the one before it, holding that breath for a beat, and exhaling everything out. Last time, your deepest breath yet, sending that breath through your entire body. And exhale it out. And in your own time, slowly bring your awareness back to where you are. And thank yourself for taking these few minutes to just be intentional and kind to yourself. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, I trust and hope that as you were engaged in that simple meditation, you would have felt a sense of relaxation, a sense of calm, a sense of just being in the moment. And it's all about stress management. It's all about being there in that moment. And so this is just one of the simple activities you can do along with what we mentioned before. And so in closing, I want to just let you know 2 promises. God promises where he says, I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. And so, students, you are going into your exams and you're going to do well. You are going to do well. And furthermore, God says, guess what? He's not giving us that spirit of fear, but the power of love and self-control. So with that mindset, with that less stressed mindset, you know that you are going in good and you're going in proud, and God is going to take care of the rest once you've done your best. And so in closing, I just want you to remember, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to keep calm. It's okay to be positive. It's okay to take it easy. Unplug, enjoy life. Have fun, breathe, relax. Go outside, yes, bond with nature. Smile, meditate, and know that you've got this. You've got this like a boss. Thank you, guys. I know you've got this.
After that presentation, they have no choice but to got this. Very well done. Very well done. Thank you so much for such a beautiful presentation. Can we send up some applause in the chat, or can you open your mics and just give a rousing round of applause to Ms. Davis for an absolutely phenomenal presentation. Here are the claps coming in. Yes. I loved it, and I'm sure you loved it too. Very, very informative, simple, yet applicable. Well done, well done. By the way, you smell nice bad. Can you just turn on back a camera, make us see your smile again? Let's just see that. That alone is stress management. Just smile, make us see. Yeah. Look at that. Look, the dentist must love you. You must be the poster person for dental care. You nice bad. Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you were promised 3 things: to be engaged, to be empowered, and to be entertained. So far, we've done the engagement pretty well. We have, from Ms. Davis, received some empowerment, and now it's time to get to some entertainment. Please make welcome at this time a musical presentation of a song from the Westwood High School.
barriers, the taller I become. The further you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away. No matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, but you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought all my pride was gone, oh no. Something inside so strong, oh, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho, your lies will come tumbling. Deny my place in time, you'll squander wealth, what's mine? My light will shine so brightly it will blind you, because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, but you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought all my pride was gone, oh no. Something inside so strong, oh, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough, when we know better, just look them in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway, we're gonna do it anyway, we're gonna do it anyway, we're gonna do it anyway. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought all my pride was gone, oh no. Something inside so strong, something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought all my pride was gone, oh no. Something inside so strong, oh, something inside so strong, oh, something inside so strong, oh, something inside so strong.
Yes! What an amazing performance. What a wonderful rendition of the song, courtesy of Westwood High School students. Can we just really light up the charts? I mean, if you enjoyed that, the harmony, the melody, the hats, the hill, the view, all of it, the value, the lyrics, everything, please open your mics and just clap the Westwood High School representatives or light up the chat. So I'm seeing something like a lovely, beautiful, or at La Barra, what them know about we Westwood, so it's sing all day every day. I'm sorry, control myself. Yes. Wonderfully done, wonderfully rendered. Let me read some things coming up. I see lovely, beautiful claps going up. I see the clap animal. I see some black hands and something looking strange like this, but all right, I don't know what that means, but all right. I see some other things. I love the selection, Western. Oh, so wonderful. Can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I want you right now to just go ahead in the chat and tell me the name of your school. I know we have students from Westwood High School. I know that we have somebody or some persons possibly from NCU. We have from Brownstown Community College. I see more claps going up. Somebody, I'll find the heart emoji. On a nice bad. Go ahead and tell me the name of your school, your Castle High School in the building, Westwood High School, Holland High School, St. Mary High, Walker's Wood Academy, the guys here, Bishop Gibson, William, we are Spanish Town Reach. My God, Glenmuir, come true. Oh my God, I'm seeing so many. I hope I'm not skipping out any. Brownstown High School in the building. I say another Westwood High, William Nim Memorial High, and a bag of other people are up. You know, they don't say Arbuthnot. I was told by the teachers of English that it's Abuno High School. So Abuno is in the building. Ferncourt High is here. Garville must say Akeem. Yeah. We have NCU, Mandeville campus. Oh my God, I'm loving it. Yeah, man. If we have any principals who are in the building or any teachers, type teacher from or principal off so that we can big you up. Yes. Low River, come true. Is it Low River College, Low River High, Low River College, Low River University, no, Low River Tertiary Institution. All right, Low River Primary comes through. Mrs. Dunn, Guys Hill in the building. Representing for Westwood, come through. I'm loving it. So now that I see so many representatives, so many of you can opt to answer the next set of questions. Yeah, so that you can get some things. I see teacher from Perth Town come through. Tamesia Samon, yes. YouTube is blazing. YouTube is alive and well. Send over the YouTube things. Let me see. I don't know why I'm not seeing the things on YouTube. Well, I'm going to go over there. Math teacher from Walker's Wood, come through. I don't like math, but I like you. Yeah. All right. With some other things. Let's see if I can find YouTube real quick. Am I going to see some? I'm not seeing anything from YouTube. If you could screenshot them and send them to me, that would be nice. But in the meantime, we're gonna keep it pushing. People over in YouTube land, send up your schools and I'll call them out in the chat if there's any principal or teacher who is on, guidance counselors, student council reps. If the prime minister is here, please make yourself known, Sir Andrew. Because over here, so nice and buzzy bad. Let us go through and get some other prizes out to you. So tell me now, beautiful people. Tell me 5 ways that Miss Davis told us we could relax. 5 ways we can manage our stress. Because stress does not lead to success, we can practice 5 things mentioned from her presentation. Can you name those 5 for me, please? 5 stress management techniques.
Yes, miss.
Who is speaking with me?
Giovanni Reed.
Thank you very much. Sorry, go ahead. Nature?
Nature, exercise, music, laughing, hobby, time management.
You know what? Just go ahead and fill out the hand.
Meditation. We said nature earlier,
That was the first one you mentioned.
Time management.
You
music,
said that one already? Said music already?
Music, laughing, hobby, exercise.
I think it's all
meditation.
of them. I think you've done all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You see, just because of that, we realize that your stress is under proper management. Me appreciate you. So guess what? I want you to send your info to me in the chat privately as we have a special token to give away to you. You have won for yourself a beautiful bag. Let them know about you. If your school bag busts out, you have this one. Can carry book them. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome and thank you for participating. Still in the chat, we see Ocheres High is present. Welcome. And Marcia Clark, guidance counselor at Low River Primary and Junior High. Welcome to you. Teacher from William Nib Memorial, Andrea Dunn. Welcome. All right, wonderful. Now, number 2, and then we'll push through. Number 2, who wants to win another prize? Who wants to win some credit? Your phone dry? Stop by and answer this question. All right. So Who can sing for me the chorus of the song rendered by the students at Westwood High School? Sing the chorus for me. Correct lyrics and all, and win yourself some nice credit on your phone. You can use it more than twice. Here, come true. We're okay with bathroom singers.
Can I go? Can I try?
Oh Lord, you win something already, not true?
No, I did not. I tried, but I got it wrong. No.
Oh, no problem. Go ahead and sing your through, my honey. Sing your through.
Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Oh, you're doing me wrong, so wrong.
You're not done yet.
Oh, not finished.
No.
Oh, sorry. No, I thought it was finished. So sorry. So, oh, you're doing me wrong, so wrong. No, I'm echoing.
Oh no, that's because I just came onto the YouTube link and sing some stuff, but that's okay. So go ahead, sing it again, and let's see if you can get it in its entirety.
Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. But you're doing me wrong, so wrong. Driving my pride so strong. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Oh.
You through singing? That's it?
Yes, that's it.
So you mixed up one line and you forgot one line. But you know, just for participating, just for opting to do it, I'm going to reward you for it. All right, no problem. Send me your information privately in the chat. Thank you so much for participating, my love. Very, very well done. Appreciate you. And your voice is beautiful as well. Your voice is absolutely beautiful. So, being up some people over in YouTube land, all right, some, Higgins Land Primary and Junior High in the building, St. Mary Technical High is here. Cana Hall School from Mary in the building. My God, Foga Road, listen, we think no local. We think no local at all, and a region 3 alone I keep to that. My God, we have more individuals who are participating and we love it. See, Francine Hunter said something inside so strong. I know I can. You can what, Francine? Finish the song. But until then, let's jump in to another presentation. Now, I want to see the hands of all those individuals who know what they're going to be in life. What I'm going to keep in there. I'm going to be a pilot. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be, or if you can't use the raise hand icon, you can type it in the chat. I know what I'm going to be. I know I'm going to be, a hairdresser. I'm going to be the first Black, anything that is not yet Black. I'm going to be a teacher. I'm going to be a guidance counselor. I'm going to be a police officer. I'm going to be a member of parliament. I have some, tell me some of your careers. I see, going to be a teacher. This one, I know what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a teacher. Yeah. Somebody say a midwife and a fire. So after you done deliver the baby, you got put out fire at the courthouse. Like you, superwoman, Galaxy J2 core, yeah. Jay Donna says she's going to be a financial advisor. Money, forensic analysis. My God, sounds big and fancy. Somebody says, I want to be a doctor. Bless you, Lord. Corporate lawyer, help me out. Yes. Actress, take over the stage, honey. Hollywood is yours. Computer scientist, software developer. Sounds very fancy, like you make a lot of money. Animator, make you laugh and happy. Police, we protect we. Architect, we draw a house for we. Business woman, so take money from we. Yeah, flight attendant who comfort up on the plane. Pathologist who help you find out what really went wrong, why our relatives died. Nurse Malcolm, listen, proclaim the title already. I'll be Nurse Malcolm. Oh, somebody says a neurosurgeon work on the brain, so we're not go insane. Yeah, say it loud and plain. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for participating. Every single thing that you wrote in the chat, I ask God to allow you to become just that. Why? Because you're in it to win it. Somebody says psychiatrist and author. You can do it, honey, and do it like a boss. Let's go again. I'm in it to. I'm not hearing anybody.
Win it. Win it.
Like a man them voice. In it to win it and win it like a
boss.
Yes. I hear the bosses answering me, and I'm seeing the bosses in the chat as well. But guess what? We need a little bit more guidance when it comes on to our career. So we do have a representative from Heart Trust, NSTA, who is going to be granting us some more information on career guidance and career development. All right. Please hold a minute. Let me ensure that I have her name down here. Well, you know what? To give her justice, or to do her justice, I'm going to allow her to introduce herself, or him to introduce himself. I believe it's a she. So I'm going to allow her to introduce herself, or him or her. You know what? We're not into the gender confusion, as is the case in some areas of the world, but the representative is present, and he or she is going to let us know how we get on the road to achieve what we want, to be in it to win it like a boss, not just now, but in the future in our careers. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Heart Trust NSTA representative with his or her presentation. All right, so I see Venice Wright's hand is up. Venice, your hand is up. All righty. rendered, so soft and soothing. So THK22, what an interesting name. Your teacher must have a wonderful time calling that name in the register. But yes, that was beautiful. Ariana Grande can, but you're not on the symposium. Right? That was so soothing to the ear. That was so beautiful. People over there in YouTube land, I hope you enjoyed that presentation also. Trust me, it's absolutely phenomenal to be here. I know we're enjoying ourselves and it's going to get better. So an announcement before we move on. The representative from Heart, who was supposed to do this segment, is having some technical difficulties, but we do hope he or she will join us later on in the program. However, there is another slot for a Heart Trust NTA representative to do a presentation, and that presenter is present. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am pleased to introduce to you one of the world's. I'm not going to limit him to Jamaica. I'm not going to be limiting him to, the region. This man has flown outside of the Caribbean to share his talents, to share his words, to share his motivation. Some of you have probably heard of him. Some of you have probably heard him. Today, you're going to be engaged and motivated by him. He is one of the main persons responsible for this symposium. As a matter of fact, it's the second time that I'm working with him at a symposium of this magnitude, of this measure, of this impact. And trust me, you're in for a treat. Of whom am I speaking? You heard the persons who gave greetings earlier on mention his name, but now it's time to learn a little bit more about his game. Jermaine Johnson, Reverend Jermaine Johnson, is a pastor and motivational speaker who has touched thousands of lives through his various ministries. He is a newly inducted IBI ambassador for the I Believe initiative. In fact, he conceptualized this afternoon's program and planned it. A decade ago, sir, true. My word. I know the lead singer, I went to school with him. You know what? That's not important. Let's keep it pushing. Right. He's happily married to the love of his life, Georgia Wright Johnson. So clearly, he has found the right one, the right Johnson. You get it? Hope you do. All right. He's married to the right one. He's passionate, extremely passionate about motivating people, and has an idiosyncratic, so the man, I'll make me mix up in words. I'm an English teacher. He has an idiosyncratic way of connecting with youth. I've seen him on so many platforms, and there's no eye, no ear, no soul that was left untouched or without impact. When he speaks, things have to change. Don't believe me? Just listen up. Reverend Jermaine Johnson, international speaker, pastor, motivator, public speaker, soon to be author, husband, anything you can think of, this man can do it. As a matter of fact, he's a musician. But I'm through with all of that so that you can hear him right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the CEO of Johnson Motivates, Mr. Motivation himself, Reverend Jermaine Johnson.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Ornesia Blackstock, our ebullient and vivacious host who has been keeping the program so revved up and exciting. I'm so glad to join this afternoon with all of those who are sharing in this motivational symposium. And I'm glad that the protocols have already been set, so I just want to acknowledge them. Honorable Costas, I'm so glad to have sat there and listened to your poetic greetings. I recognize you were very keen on the poetry, and that I saw that, yet it would not pass my ears. We're glad to have Mr. Abraham, Ms. Simmons from the GGPE, and he too has given great leadership along with Mr. Rajay Danvers. I don't know if Rajay is on. He's the projects officer for the GGPA, and we're glad for the support we've gotten from IBI Central as we continue to work together to use what is right with Jamaica to fix what is wrong with Jamaica. And of course, I have to shout out the Ministry of Education, Youth, Region 3, and by extension, the rest of Jamaica. It's always a pleasure collaborating with you on things that really help us to fulfill the main pillars of the I Believe initiative as we focus on family and youth and education. And we're glad for all the young people who have taken the time out to come out. I saw my mother on YouTube, so she's young this afternoon too. And my wife is over there, the right Johnson. You heard it earlier on. Hello, my lovely. And I want to just say big up to the parents and those who just came out to give their support. And as I get ready to get into the speech, I know that online they say shorter is better. And no worries, because I have long learned in my public speaking that a great speech is like a miniskirt onto winsome. It must be long enough to cover the subject and short enough to create some excitement. P.S. That's the only time I endorse the miniskirt. Otherwise, you must cover it up. So we are getting right into the meat of the matter. And I want those who can come on camera. Please come on camera for the presentation, so I can see the bright smiles like Miss Tony and Davis smile. Yes, man. So I know, yes, Miss Donna Buchanan from BTCC. And we'll hear more about the Brownstone Community College later on. I want to see some people on the screen tech team. Yes, man. So get yourselves titivated and come on camera. And don't let them fool you. The ladies know exactly where the camera button is, but some of them don't want to come on camera, Mrs. Blackstock, until they have done some titivation and ensure that the hairstyle look good, because they are home, but they still want to ensure that everything look nice. Yes, Mrs. Johnson Henry in the building. That's what I'm talking about. So all those who can come on the screen so that I can have a little interaction, I would really appreciate the same. Once again, welcome to this IBI Ministry of Education Motivational Symposium. And I'm very glad for the CSEC Cape and City and Guild students, and even those who do not fall in any of those groups who are here, because motivation is for everybody. We have a lot to share this afternoon. It's not like dumplings in a pot, so it cannot run out because some people have eaten more than they should. You can have as much as you desire. So let me get right into the midst of my speech. I just want to motivate you today, young people, as you get ready for this next stage of your life, to passionately pursue your purpose. Somebody type that in the chat. Passionately pursue your purpose, because you are in it to win it like a boss. Great to have you, Grand Aunt Ivy. I know that you're watching on YouTube. Most young persons, Mrs. Johnson Henry, are delighted to have great dreams of an extraordinary future where they are basking in their noblest aspirations and living life to the fullest. And I'm not just talking about success with regard to material things which are fleeting, but also being able to enjoy life with a great state of mind, great emotions, and great health and spirituality, all the things that cater to the holistic being of the individual. You want to make sure that your life is not a trend getter. You're just taking things. You are actually a trendsetter. All the trendsetter who are online, I wanted to type trendsetter in the chats. We always hear about dreams because dreams are important. Martin Luther King Jr., if you were here this afternoon and you were the guest speaker, perhaps it would be like, I have a dream. And you know the rest of the speech. Nesbitt sings about his dream. My dream, my dream. My dream, my dream. Everybody is dreaming. And even Royal Roots, I've got to be dreaming. People always talk about dreams. Those who don't know them tune must call me sir. You need to call me sir if you don't know those songs. I see the smile on Miss Buchanan's face, so she know them big tune there. So we're talking about what? Dreams. Dreams are very important because they help us to believe that we can achieve something more than what we currently possess, and we can become more than who or what we currently are. But I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, schoolers, that success is never the result of happenstance. That is chance. It is always the result. It is always the outcome of the input. Simply put, what you put in, it comes out of it, and never in the same proportions, because as the laws of farming dictate, and I grew up in Portland and I also grew up doing farming. I know that I'm looking nice and cute in my long mouth boot, although you can't see it in my suit, but guess what? I know how to plant. Somebody said plant. And let me tell you something about the 3 laws of farming, Mrs. Johnson Henry. You reap what you sow. more than you sow and later than you sow. Did you hear that, Madam Custis? You reap what you sow, more than you sow and later than you sow. Somebody say, break it down. So if you want corns, what do you plant? Like corns. If you want yam, you plant yam. If you want mangoes, you plant mangoes. It's not a magic matter. It is a logic matter. If you want it, plant it. Let us chant it. Type it in the chat YouTube. Type it in the chat Zoom. I'm going somewhere with it. If you want it, plant it. I can't hear you. Don't open up the microphones now, but I wanted to type it and shout it out in St. Anne, shout it out in Trelawney, shout it out in St. Catherine and Portland, wherever you are watching from. Let's chant it. If you want it, plant it. So you reap what you sow. So whatever it is you desire to reap, that is what you ought to sow. Secondly, you reap it later than you sow. And that's where the problem comes in, Mr. Simmons. Some people are so impatient. They want it now. Rich this year, next year, now pass. God, they see them born as a hustler, and a man say, want $1 million by a morning. Everybody has this get it quick mentality. Then just want it now. And that leads some of them to scamming. But we'll get back to that because that's a serious jamming. Now, what you need to understand is that it's not the very day that you plant your corn, you will get a harvest. It takes some time for the cultivation of the roots, for the propagation of the shoots, and ultimately the demonstration of the fruits. I'm from Portland, so I grew up near the College of Agriculture, Science, and Education. Come on, somebody. It takes some time for the what? The cultivation of the roots, the propagation of the shoots, and then the demonstration of the fruits. But you can rest assured that as long as you invest in what you've planted and nurture it and water it and fertilize it and weed it and all the things you need to do, that one day in the future, later than you sow, you will reap what you sow. Let us chant it. If you want it, plant it. People who are in it to win it know that success doesn't come overnight. But when you have the stick-to-itivity, the tenacity, and the perspicacity, nothing can stop you from winning with great audacity. What a verbosity. Get back here. So what I'm saying now, that's the second one. So you reap what you sow. You plant corns, you get corns. You reap it later than you sow. It takes some time, Mrs. Blackstock, for it to come to fruition. And that's the key word now, fruition. Now, Mrs. Johnson Henry, if a grain of corn yields only a grain of corn, I ain't planting corn. I'm going to put up my grain of corn on the refrigerator, Miss Davis, until I'm ready for it. Because there will be nothing for my labor, nothing for the investment of my time and my effort. When one investor, one is looking for what? Sweet returns. But I'm glad to declare, listen to me now, that a grain of corn possesses the ability to bring about a shoot that will eventually bring about several ears of corn, with each ear possessing hundreds of grains of corn. When last time you see the corn cob, whatever you want to call it, as a matter of fact, I took out a corn to show you, but it's off camera, and I won't go off camera to bring the corn. And when I counted the row, I literally counted each line of corn going down, and each of them has 34, and there are 14 sets of them. You do the mathematics. Anybody who types the sum of that, please give them a phone call, Mrs. Blackstock. 14 times 34 on one corn cob, and all of that could have come from what? A single grain of corn. What am I saying, Madam Custis? You reap what you sow, later than you sow, but when done well, you reap way much more than you sow. So as you get ready for your exit examinations, I want you to know, students, one and all, if you want it, you got to plant it. I'm not saying that you necessarily must do some farming, although you always ought to eat what you grow and grow what you eat. But I'm saying to you, just as how you have to invest the time and the quality and the discipline in the matter of planting to bring about the harvest you desire, the same is true about life. You have to passionately pursue your purpose. In life, we have two sets of people, Sir J. Bury. We have the haves and the have-nots. I'm not talking about Tyler Perry's movie, you know, the haves and the have-nots. And one wonders what really separates them. Well, the light-minded will conclude that, well, some of them have had greater opportunity. They had great background and monetary support. No, it's bigger than that. Let me tell you the major thing that distinguishes between the two groups. There are some folks who try to create their future when they get there. But the wise ones realize that the future begins now. Let that sink in. Who said those words? I said there are some folks who try to create the future when they get there, but the wise ones, Javad Hanon, they realize that the future begins now. It is the actions that you take today that will ensure that your future is looking brighter. The future is fleeting, and therefore it never comes. It's like tomorrow. Every day you're looking forward to tomorrow, and when tomorrow comes, it will become the today, and the following day, the yesterday. The future is like that. So for those who are waiting for the future to establish success, you're going to miss out like in a miserable way. The future begins now. The actions you take will determine whether you flow and grow and glow, or you have to step aside and go. And that is why I want to talk to you about three sets of people in the world, and I'm done. Three sets, and I'm through. Number one, you have the sleepers. Number two, you have the peepers. And number three, you have the reapers. Somebody type them in the chat. You have the sleepers, the peepers, and the reapers. Come again. You have the sleepers, the peepers, and the reapers. The sleepers are the ones who have great dreams, Miss Grant, but they don't have any plans. You see, nothing is wrong in dreaming in and of itself, you know, because dreams are an important part of fulfilling your goals. Martin Luther not only said he had a dream, but he lost sleep, ironically, in order to fulfill the dream. The heights of great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were studying, might I adapt that, upwards through the night. You need to understand that if you have dreams of accomplishing great things in your CSEC, great things in your CAPE, great things in the city and guilds, so that you do not end up being stagnated, but you can move on to the next level and press forward towards your career, you can't just dream, for dreams are dreamt when people are asleep. To make dreams realities, you have to wake up and smell the coffee, or your dreams will become nightmares. Like, duh. Are you following me, young people? I said dreams are dreamt when people are asleep. To make your dreams realities, you have to do what? Wake up, Kajan Dawkins, and smell the coffee, the chocolate, the meat, or your dreams will become nightmares. So if you are just dreaming, oh, I want distinctions, oh, I want to get some nice levels and merits and all of these things, but you are not willing to make the sacrifices between now and early May. You are not willing to put aside the little Netflix and the little social media and to spend some quality time in your book. If it is in the book, you have to take a look. You understand what I'm saying now? And then you still want to be successful, to graduate with honors and step out of your high school like a boss. No sanky, no sing so. No, it doesn't work that way. Think about it logically. If you believe success comes magically, you will be disappointed tragically. Think about it logically. If you believe success comes magically, you would be disappointed, what? Tragically, because dreams are dreamt when people are asleep. For them to be realities, you must wake up and smell the coffee, or your dreams will become nightmares. So if you are asleep, you'll never be able to go on stage in the future and to sing like Nesbeth. Me I go start that when I like how Martin Luther King and started. My dream, no, that not keep. Listen to what they're going to be singing now, Miss Sutherland. Nightmares, 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 nightmares. All of my dreams have become nightmares. Can't buy food to eat, can't find clothes to wear. And of course, they can't sing the next line, you know, Miss Davis. Look at me now. Look at what? All those who want to be sleepers. Type sleeper in the chat. Be careful now, be careful now. The second group are the peepers. The peepers love the success they see around them, the success stories they read about, the success stories they hear about. And in this time of technology, everybody is following Goldcast and all these things on social media and YouTube. But what many people fail to understand is that the things they are peeping at, the persons who have accomplished them, they never happen overnight, but they put in the sacrifice necessary to ensure that they never fell short with regard to their aspirations. If you want it, you have to plant it. People love to look and to admire, and nothing is wrong with that inherently. But the problem is that they want everything they see. Hey, I want a car just like the one there. So, yeah, man, but that just put on some 17-inch serendipity rims. I mean, nice. Hey, I love the house. I'm going to like the color. We don't put it in a burnt orange. You know, I think it can just brighten it some more. And I say, yo, me like that wife. That one wife like that one. You know, Louis Vuitton that she put on. You know, and you feel hyped up and all of that. And everything they see, they want. I want money like that. I want to live peacefully like that. But in order for you to get what you are looking at, you ought to work hard towards your dreams. And remember, the future begins now. I'm going somewhere with all of that. So peepers fool their eyes, but they still suffer their demise. All those who just want to peep, say hi. I thought so. I really thought so. So let me see what I've gone over YouTube now. Yes, I'm Donald Robinson, Sister C, and Avon Allen. Now we have the what? The reapers. So the sleepers, they have great dreams, but they don't put in the requisite actions for their dreams to become realities. So they are not in it to win it. They are in it to sin it. It is a sin. You know, the peepers, they love the success they see around them, but fail to do likewise in terms of the strategies and the commitment and the dedication and the discipline to ensure that they too can be a successful story. But the reapers recognize the principle I started off with. If you want it, plant it. Come on, Zoom and YouTube. Let us chant it. If you want it, you what? Plant it. They recognize that success don't come overnight. So you have to ensure that you buckle down, you focus on the studies. And I am a testament that it is never too late to be great. You may have been denied, but delayed, but you do not need to be denied. I grew up in Port Antonio, and I attended the prestigious Titchfield High School. Yes, and I wasted time, almost all of high school. But just before I entered into the fifth form that September in a certain year, Mrs. Johnson Henry was hoping that I would have called the year so she can calculate my age. I'm not maxing it up today. And let me tell you something. When I went on my summer break, Custis Walters, for that particular summer, I went to an evangelistic series and I heard the word of God presenting to me that I can be more than I was. And I decided to give my life to Jesus, and he saved me. And when he saved me, Sister C, I felt for the first time that Jermaine Johnson could do better, because the Bible declares if any man is in Christ, he's a new creation. All things have passed away. Come on now. All things have become new. You know, see, I'm look new. Yes, you need to understand that reapers recognize that with Christ in the lead, you will succeed. Come, type it in the chat, students. Type it in the chat. With Christ in the lead, you will succeed. So when I went back to Titchfield that September morning in the fifth form, I was now sitting in the front seat like a boss, you know, because I ain't coming last. And when my teachers saw the change, they were wondering what got into me. But it wasn't what got into me, Pastor Shakes. It was who got into me. The Lord got into me, because the Bible says, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. But understand that whereas God is willing to bless you with success, faith without works is dead. So I started to exert myself and to try to catch up for lost time. And they skeptically recommended me for 6 subjects. And I was so glad when my mom, she's watching on YouTube, went to see my form teacher. She said, you know, Jermaine's behavior has really improved, but he has wasted so much time. I'm not quite sure how he's going to fare. Don't worry about that, my dear, because Jesus is here. And when I did those exams, the shock of their lives, Tasha Campbell, I got 5 out of the 6. I'm college ready. I had to go back for the maths because I thought maths meant madness at attacking the head swiftly. Thank God that our students are not genius. Big up yourself. But let me tell you, man, when the results came out, everybody was shocked. And in a lovely way, no doubt. My friends were very shocked. My parents were shocked. My teachers were shocked. And humor me, me shock on a bed, nigga. I started off late, but because I was settled in the Lord and I was focused on my goal and I was now in it to win it, the results were still great. So even with mere weeks, about 5 weeks to be exact, before the CSEC exams begin and the other exams you have to do, if you discipline yourselves, you can still pick up the broken pieces and end like a boss, because it is not how you started, not how you began, but how you end. You have to put aside the friend and company business now if it's idling them dealing with, because success is on your mind. Tell them that if they do a CT scan, you have CSEC on your brain, CAPE on your brain. What else do you have? City and Guilds on your brain, because those who think that they can have money on them brain, if they don't have qualification on them brain, is brain tumor, you're dancing for your brain. Hello, somebody. So you need to understand that with just mere weeks ahead, you can still buckle down and be transformed into a winner, because you are in it to win it like a boss. Reapers recognize that if you want to bring your dreams from mentality to reality, from conception to reception, from conceptualization to realization, you have to take strategic action. If you recognize that you are weak in some subject areas, spend more time in those subjects. Understand also that gone are the days when you only have textbooks to help you to learn a subject. Everybody has YouTube channels now teaching you the different disciplines. You have these things at your advantage and your disposal. Utilize them. If you can't find time to go on TikTok, you need to go into a book front to book back. You understand? If you can't find time to go on Facebook, take up the book and take a look. If you can't find time to go on Instagram, open up the book and study the diagram. I'm saying, my friends, that it is all about your passion. Passionately pursue your purpose, because guess what? Region 3 is going to set them free. And wherever you are watching from, we want to become a part of what is right with Jamaica, that we can help to fix what is wrong with Jamaica. We want our students, when they go into their exams, not to be stalled, but to be ready to be installed. Because what truly happens, if you do not perform well in the externals, then it will stall your ability to go on to the tertiary level. You don't get to go to Hart NSTA, you don't get to go to NCU or some other college, and what happens, you don't get that tertiary qualification, you don't get what is necessary for you to get a professional job. We're talking about career development now. You need to understand that if you do not focus on getting the subjects so that you can go and get the qualifications, the level 1, 2, 3, etc. at heart, and diploma and the degrees, let me tell you something, you will only end up with minimum wage. Big up yourself. The government moved minimum wage 4936. Are you ready to spend the average monthly rent in no major vicinity nor amenity will give you the rent for $35,000? In other words, if you live a bush, you might survive with 35. But I am nice, Mrs. Johnson Henry. I shall give you the rent for just $25,000. So let us spend. I'm almost through. You get $36,000 for salary, and then the landlord comes and he gets $25,000. How much is left? Yes, you got that right, $11,000. Let's say you work in Ocho Rios for argument's sake, and you live in Brownstown, and you pay, I don't even remember the fee, but let's call it $200 a day. It's still nice. I just pay 200 from, that's $400 times 5 days for the week. Sometimes it is 6, but I will work with the 40-hour week, That is what? 5, 4, 20, that is $2,000 per week times 4 weeks. That is $8,000. You have $3,000 left. You pay the light bill. Hey. Hello? You pay the light bill. You have yet bought any food. So when you begin now to slim down and somebody say, Patsy, how you look like you're shedding a little weight? You say, yes, I'm watching my physique. I don't want to look big like Pastor JJ. Lie. Hello, somebody. Mark you, some persons who are meager are not suffering. They have excellent metabolisms. Not only so, you have yet bought in a roll on. You don't know, so boy, what do you think? You stink. Notice you, that's a major issue. Young ladies, you will always be without always. Read between the lines. Let me tell you something, my life is going to get rough. And your favorite hashtag will be, the struggle is real. And the struggle has always been real. That is why, young people, you must always have the passion to pursue your purpose with diligence and discipline, and let nothing stop you from achieving your goals. Because if you think schoolwork hard, try hard life. When you can't go to a proper doctor, you can't buy food to name, to eat, you can't buy clothes to wear, and then you have to sponge on people. And that is why some of our young men turn to criminality. They turn to scamming, because life will not give you an excuse because you wasted your opportunity in school to be successful. Some young ladies do it too, or some of them try to get one man to take care of them. Let me talk up to the good up girls them in the place today. As Granny would say, when man are looking ride donkey, when him a left him ride horse. When a man is with a woman, he rides a donkey, he exercises patience. But as soon as he's ready to run on, after he has gotten what he desired, then he runs fast like a horse, while she was hoping that he would settle down. When man look here ride donkey, when him left him ride horse. One of the reasons why domestic abuse is so prevalent in Jamaica, Custis, is because a lot of young women are not qualified to take on life by themselves. So when the man is giving them bun, they still have to do the sit down. When the man kick and lick, they still do the sit down. When the man give them all sort of problem and stress in their life and mash up their life like Nico, them still do the sit down. But talk up to a girl who have her own things. Hello, somebody. Talk up to a girl who have her own, who can parent. Talk up to a girl who can mortgage. Young ladies, let me tell you something. It's good to have wholesome relationships, but you need to make sure that you position yourself that no man can take advantage of you and come mash up your life like Nico. Young men, you need to ensure that you position yourself for success, that scamming does not become too attractive when you begin to struggle to survive. And as Mrs. Blackstock would tell you, for this to happen, when others are sitting, you must be standing. When they are standing, you must be standing out. When they are standing out, you must be outstanding. And when they are outstanding, you must be the standard. Say, I am the standard. I'm in it to win it like a boss. CSEC has nothing over you. Kate has nothing over you. C&G has nothing over you, because you are the standard. I said, when others are sitting, be standing. When they are standing, you must stand out. When they are standing out, be outstanding. And when they are outstanding, be the standard. Because in the future, we want to invite you, after you have attained your success, to come back to speak in forums like these, to use what is right with Jamaica, to fix what is wrong with Jamaica. And that time, the COVID now keeping Mrs. Johnson Henry, we're going to be in some big convention centers. And when you're rolling, you don't know, say your thing shot. Can you come to my youth in a Range Rover? I say you roll over. Yes, man. 3-piece suit and long moat boot, looking on nice and cute. Alma Mater, Brownstown High School, Alma Mater, Holland High School, or whichever high school you're from, and you feel good in a chauffeur open up door, your boss. That is us. And when you come back as a young lady, you're rolling from the ends in front of family and friends in a nice Mercedes Benz, and you look like no granny, what you talking about? No, you're just up in your nice Louis Vuitton, and that you put on, and say in your nice shade of black Louis Vuitton pencil dress, contrasted with a future pink 6-inch stilettos, complemented by Aldo bag and Chanel clutch, and you look good and you smell good, because you're wearing like Andre Dumont and Usher Raymond and Issy Miyake. Come on, talk to me nicely in the place. Yes, and you can look good and smell good, and the hairstyle the tan good. Come on now, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. And you're not coming out in the cheap Remy Yaki and premium Yaki and Canicolan, Brazilian frontal, Peruvian, and you're nice crochet, and Malaysian, and you're nice in plain Jamaican parlance. Yes, so nice. For that to happen, you have to invest in your dreams. But that future doesn't start when you get to the future. It begins now. The actions you take today will bear the fruits of tomorrow's harvest. In the words of Aristotle, excellence, therefore, is never an accident. It is always the result of a high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. I say excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of what? High intention, sincere efforts, and intelligent execution. Have some ambition, my young people preparing for exams, and set some high goals for yourselves. You must intelligently execute them and really make the sincere effort for them to become realities. We don't want you to be trend getters. You can do absolutely better. We want you to be what? Trendsetters. Type trendsetters in the chat, because trendsetters realize that I am in it to win it like a boss. Minimum wage can't survive, Pam. Minimum wage not keep. That not keep. And that is why you ought to sow the fruits that will allow you to reap true success. But you must passionately pursue your purpose. It's not too late to be great. You cannot go back and start where you came from, but you can always start over from where you are at and still have a successful ending. With Christ in the lead, you will succeed. As Pastor reminded us, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, but he strengthens you not to sit idly, but to do your part in order for the success to be a reality. I'm looking forward to the results. I'm going to be praying for you. But while I pray, remember that faith without works is dead. You can do it. Even if others in your family have never done it before, even if your friends are chickening out, you can still do it. Be that standard to inspire many other young people that they can fulfill their dreams. So to summarize, what have I been trying to say to you? Let me just use the tune and wrap it up. Touch your neighbor and say tune, tune, not tune, not tune. So it goes like this. It goes like this. Just give me a moment. Yes. So it goes like this. So boys and girls preparing for their exit examinations, on behalf of the IBI, the Ministry of Education, I just want to encourage you with a little singing motivation. Listen now. Yes, it's true, everyone needs an occupation. No minimum wage around here. And I still need money because I'm just a man. Yeah. Listen now. Minimum wage can't fulfill my plans. That's a little bit of money. So me have to go to school and get an education. Come on now. So the money can stay. You hear that? And provide me all I need. Hard life ain't nice. It's there to see. I need my success. Stay with someone to entice you to a life of crime, but you're bigger than that. God never made you to be a criminal. So you see those who are wasting time, listen to me. So you better start learning some self-control. Yeah. Deep down we know idling will hurt students. So buckle down in a class and do your schoolwork. Why? Sing it out. So the money can stay with me. Come on YouTube, sing it out. And provide me all I need. Hard life ain't nice, it's clear to see. I need my success, stay with me. While you sing this part, remember, passionately pursue your purpose, because you are in it to win it. Don't be a sleeper, having dreams and not taking actions. Don't be a peeper, watching other people's success. It doesn't belong to you. Be a reaper. If you want it, plant it so that you can reap your success like a boss. In it to win it. Come on now, sing with me. Come on, sing with me. The money can stay with me and provide me all I need. Hard life ain't nice, it's there to see. I need my success, stay. All the winners, wave your hand and sing now, wave your hand and sing. So the money can, come on winners. Look at the winners in YouTube, come on the camera now in Zoom. Provide me all I need. A hard life ain't nice, it's clear to see. I need my success. Stay with me. For your success to stay with you, you have to passionately pursue your purpose. Don't be a sleeper. Don't be a peeper, but be a true reaper. For you reap what you sow, later than you sow, and more than you sow. Weeks are ahead.
So I was there to be
together. Begin to study and to position yourself to be in it, to win it like a boss. Peace out.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, sir, I'm sorry. I know we have some very prestigious people on here, some principals, the Custos Rotilorum, you know, Mrs. Marsha Johnson, but I just have to say this. Sir, you buzz it bad. Presentation did buzz it bad. Yes, sir, nice. Everything about it, sir. Lit live. Listen, the chat is being, alive right now. You wouldn't even understand, sir. I'm proud to be under your tutelage. These people have been blessed by something absolutely spectacular. What a phenomenal presentation. Circle me notes. Circle notes. Put notes. Catch notes.
You're a good student.
I'm thoroughly blessed. Let me read some things that are coming in from the chat. This was absolutely amazing. Sir, you dash it power with a warning, real talk. Oh, because some black clap and come up right through. Excellent in it to win it. Good job, sir. Bad. You deserve a trophy. Trust me, the man have more than trophy. Believe me. Amazing presentation. Hands down. Well done. Sir, you just need to read through all of this. But I'm sure there's some persons who would rather just open their mics right now and just give you a big round of applause for such a phenomenal, captivating, engaging, empowering, insightful, informative, inspiring presentation. Open up your mics and bless up, sir, with some love right now. Bless up the mentor, bless up the conceptualizer of this program, bless up Rev, and bless up Mrs. Wright. Trust me, when the children are bright. My God, Mrs. Wright Johnson, the children are my God, I wrote down.
Praise the Lord. And very quickly, Arnesia, very quickly, I know that the folks recognize in Zoom, we're not recording, and there are some students who may not be on to benefit from these lovely presentations that are taking place this afternoon. But I want that it is on YouTube. And the tech folks will now post the YouTube link so that those who are in Zoom can subscribe to Johnson Motivates on YouTube so that they can access the video after the program to share with all the young people who missed out to ensure that they too can be in it to win it. God bless you all.
Most certainly, sir. We have definitely been motivated to win it all, win all the success we can. We will not be sleepers. We most definitely will not be peepers. We're not fraud up with it, we're not see it and fake it. Not faking it to making it. We want it, so we're going to plant it. Therefore, we're going to be reapers in the end. And so thank you so much for that. I'm seeing you love it, sir. You are on fire. I see someone here from Brownstown Seventh-day Adventist Church. So some congregants are here. God bless you. The YouTube link has been sent in. People have just been blessed. Oriana is here. So your fans, you're large. Now, do not forget to go and subscribe to the Johnson's Motivates channel on YouTube, as well as his page on Instagram, and me, Valiant the Voice, but that's for later on. So, thank you so much, sir. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, you are set on so much fire that it's now to give you some more power. Please, you see how early I was rhyming a lot? You see where it come from? You see where it come from? That's my mentor right there. Sir got me the business, and I hope that I'm doing a good job for him, because trust me, he has never ceased to
You're doing a
amaze
phenomenal job.
Thank you, sir. And I know that he definitely amazed you all. So let's see who was paying attention to the presentation so that you can go with some incentivization. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's up. Now, sir mentioned in his presentation at the beginning, something about corn or something about sowing. You know, you reap what you sow, but something, oh, something. So what are those 3 lines? Anybody who can say them for me clearly, or the next 2 lines, you reap what you sow, dash that you sow, dash that you sow. Fill in the blank. Who can do it for me?
You sow what you reap.
Wheel and come again, sister. Plant it again and reap it again. Let's see. So we'll go into the chat. Shelly, my God, I'm just going to say Sergio.
If you want it, plant it.
Not that. Let's see. Somebody put it in the chat. You reap what you sow, but more than you sow, and later than you sow. So my lovely Sergio, you have won for yourself a bag. I'm putting you under the bag banner. Yeah. See how all the winners written down right here. You're going to be receiving a bag for answering correctly. Let me ensure that I spell your name correctly too. Would you mind coming on and pronouncing your name, please?
Good afternoon. My name is Khalifa Sergio.
From which institution?
From the St. Mary High School.
Oh, you speak so nicely. Wonderful. You've won for yourself a lovely bag from the IBI initiative. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's get to another question for some more giveaways. Finish this. Okay. Sir, towards the end of his presentation that I've mentioned, social media. So what did he say about TikTok? If you can go up on TikTok, then what you must do? But if you pick that up, if you go up on TikTok, go study a book from front to back. All right, let's see if you remember the Instagram one. If you can go up on Instagram, what must you do?
Study the diagram.
Something for the diagram, yeah, something like at the front to say the whole statement. Nobody?
Study the diagram.
Open the book and study the diagram. So, all right, so I'm going to give it to Shanoy, who came close to the answer. So Shanoy, you're getting yourself a credit. Pick up yourself. Please tell me, message me privately and tell me the school, your grade, and send your phone number as well so that I can sort you out with your credit. What about Facebook? If you have time to go on Facebook, take up your book. Everybody just said take up your book. That's take a look and face the book. That's what he said. All right, let me take out something that was a little bit more repetitive. All right, with Christ in the lead, shout it out for me. Who wants credit?
You will succeed.
I will succeed.
Who said it first?
You must succeed.
Let's say it first. You know, let's use the chat. The quickest fingers gets the credits. So type it in the chat with Christ in the lead. Type it in the chat for me. All right, but you win something earlier on. Chris, you win something earlier on. All right, so Shanoy, you won something already, Shanoy. So, all right, so Shaniel Bailey, I'll give it to you. So Shaniel Bailey, please send me your information so that you can get the credit. Tell me the network and all. Awesome. Let's pick up some other things. What are the 3 things? What are the 3 ERs mentioned in the presentation? What are the 3 ERs? Write them out in the chat for me. You have the dashers, and the dashers. Talk to me.
The sleepers, peepers, and the
type it in the
reapers.
chat. I want it in the chat, the quickest fingers. Oh, Mr. Okay, so this is Ray Monique. Ray Monique, type it first. Is it Ray Monique? No, you know. It's not Ray Monique who typed it first. It's Richard Faulkner who did that. So Richard, send me your things. All right, no problem. Let's see what else. All right, talk to me now. Success, a key quote in Aristotle. Give me a chance, young people. Monique Treasure is asking for an opportunity to get credit. All right, so here we go. Answer me this question now. Finish the statement. Success is never an, what's the A word? Success is not on. Sir said it about 3 times, you know. Come true, K Thorpe. Message me and tell me where you want. Truck come true. All right. Let's see who else was paying attention. All right. Anybody get this one from you win a bag? You win yourself a bag. Here we go. If you think about it logically, think about it logically. Sorry, think about it logically. If you think success comes dashy, you will be disappointed dashy. Talk to me. Think about it logically. All right. So it's Theandra, you get something. All right. Dabiria, you have won it, my dear. Dabiria, you've gotten yourself a bag. I'm telling you these names.
Sorry, it's Dabria.
Dabria?
Yes.
All right. So because the correct Minister Duns. Dabria Wallace, you start out yourself with a bag. Please send me your information so we can arrange the pickup. And you have some fans in the chat as well. Let me see if there's anybody who can win for themselves a token courtesy of this 30th anniversary of the IBI initiative. And here we go. Tell me 2 things that Sir says you are. I am the, one starts with S and another one says I am the, start with T. You might have credit for the YouTube people. I'm not giving it all away to the Zoom folks. All right, so that's one, but I want 2 of them. I am the S and I am a T. Talk to me. You don't want them 1-1. You have to put them all together in one message. You can't split the credit, $50 for you and $50 for you. All right, come through Oriana Jones. Oriana. All right, Oriana Jones, please message me so that you can get something into your credit then. Let's go over to YouTube. I'm seeing Life with Princess D, take up your book. She says you will succeed. And Donald Robinson, Sleepers, Peepers, and Reapers. Let's see if YouTube can say for me, the people on YouTube, if you can say for me, write it out clearly. What was the theme of Reverend Johnson's presentation? What was the theme of Reverend Johnson's presentation? You'll win for yourself a token and credit. All right, so Reb, you'll tell me the person on YouTube who will receive that prize. But again, what a blessing. But you know, we're not going to linger right here, so we have a bag of other things to do. 90 people there, 90 people about to be blessed. You came not only to be empowered, not only to be engaged and entertained, but you also came to be educated. And guess what? We do have some people from some institutions who are here to talk about what they can offer to you. After such a presentation, trust me, you must be signing up applications. So here we go. The higher learning exposition begins now. We have Mr. O'Dane James, 6th form coordinator from the Ministry of Education and Youth Region 3. Yes, Mrs. Novia Jones McCullough, enrollment officer at the Northern Caribbean University. We do have a representative, another representative from Heart Trust, from Heart NSTA Trust representative. Let me say that properly. We do have a representative from Heart NSTA Trust or Heart Trust NSTA. All right, Monique College and Brownstown Community College. Big up my BTCC family. Yes, we do have these people who are here to tell you about their programs, to tell you about what they have to offer you. You must be ready to pursue higher education after such a presentation. And this is why we're having the higher learning exposition. So in that order, the 6th form coordinator, Mr. O'Dane James, Mrs. Novia Jones McCullough from NCU, Heart Trust representative, Monique College, and the BTCC. In that order, I'm going to rest my throat so that you can gloat. In that order, ladies and gentlemen, please make them welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just testing if I'm being heard. Okay.
Loud and clear.
It will be remiss of me not to share how excited I am. This is my little tambourine in the form of a book. I don't know if you love to play tambourine at church, but after what I have seen today, I've been a part of a motivational session, talent show, altogether sing, recreation, psychotherapy, church. What a word! What a word from you, Pastor Johnson. And I am so happy to be a part of this exit examination symposium. Mrs. Blackstock, all that you need to do is to probably collect offering. But I know the offering is for our students here and the parents and persons who are representing their children to register and to continue your education. I'm so happy that the protocol has been set already. And so what I'm going to speak about is the Sixth Form Pathways program. And as the theme or the sub-theme says, you have to be in it to win it. And what you have to be in, you have to be in school, you have to be in sessions like these, you have to be involved. So students and parents who are representing your children and schools representing their children, I want to remind you that the ministry has a mantra that says, every child can learn. And guess what? Every child must learn. So the students online, and they're concluding and ending their grade 11 year, and they're going to move to grades 12 and 13, what is known as sixth form. But, over the years, we have realized that, it is less than 30% of grade 11 students or grade 11 leavers access sixth form program because of space at the high school and because of some financial difficulties. So the Ministry of Education and Youth knows that, and we want you all to access it, to access this grand opportunity. So like what Pastor Johnson have said, we have planted, we have established, we have implemented what is called the Sixth Form Pathways Program, SFPP for short. And what the SFPP will allow students to do is to have every single grade 11 leaver be able to continue to excel and be able to continue to grow where you're planted and be able to be in it to win it. But what is this opportunity all about, and how do you access this opportunity? I'm just going to share probably about 2 slides, and you will see more information as I interact with you. Let me just save a little bit of your bandwidth. If I could just, all right. So the Sixth Form Pathways program has 3 components because it caters to all grade 11 students. It doesn't matter how many subjects you have, but it looks at what your preferential type of studying is. What type of learner are you? Are you a traditional learner, or like the theories and like to read, or are you a technical learner? The ones who like to do things with your hands, very hands-on, very practical. And so the Sixth Form Pathway programs are 3 pathways. The first one is pathway 1, which is traditional pathway, and traditional meaning things that has been in existence for quite a while. And so students with a minimum of 5 CSEC subjects, including math and English, or level 2 NVQG and CVQ, they can access these programs. So pathway 1A, 1B, and 1C. So pathway 1 has 3 components, and here are the opportunities. So you all can access 1A to do CAPE subjects, or you can do your CAPE associate degrees. And for more information about the associate degrees that's available at your school, then you just need to speak with your grade 11 coordinator or the Sixth Form coordinator, your guidance counselor, basically anyone, and they will guide you accordingly. There's another option, which is the 1B, City and Guilds Engineering Level 3, twinned with Cape Associate of Science in Industrial Technology. So right here, instead of leaving school with one certification, you're getting dual certification. But this one is highly quantitative, so persons who like the physics, who like the engineering aspects, who are going towards a career goal, then you can pursue this. And let me tell you, Region 3 has the flagship school, as the school with probably the highest pass in the entire country, and that is York Castle High School. So there you have it. And then pathway 1C, on the traditional pathway, is that you can enroll in a slew of associate degree programs, whether it's an occupational associate degree program, which is another hands-on type of degree, whether it is a associate degree program from the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica, or any other associate degree once it is recognized by the University Council of Jamaica. So we speak about accreditation. I'm just want to advise you that any program you're going to go into, ensure that it is accredited, which means it is recognizable and it has the standards. It meets to the local and international standards. And for some, we have limited teacher's degree scholarship the very first 2 year. All of this I'm talking about, the government will pay $60,000 for students in the public schools and $80,000 for students who go into the private tertiary institutions. But if you remain at your school, grades 12 and grade 13 at your high schools, this program, most of these programs, you do not pay. So let us look at pathway 2, the technical pathway. So you know that there's something called TVET, Technical Vocation Education and Training, is a backbone of our economy. Yes, we have to have the skilled labor force. We have to have our plumbers, because when a pipe is broken, we need them to fix the pipe. We have to have AC technicians. We have to have almost all the persons in the hospitality industry are technically driven. So these persons are the hands-on people. So you should have 1 to 4 CXCs, and you should have your City and Guilds Stage 3 English or Math. And in this pathway, you're going to pursue 1 NVQJ. I think you heard about the Career Advancement Program. Yes, so you can do a skill. So the award is National Vocational Qualification of Jamaica. And they have about 176 skill areas that you can choose from. So ask your school, what are the skill areas, so that you can pre-register, because guess what? Even though it is open to the entire country, to the entire school, space is limited. And you can do what we call the Caribbean Vocational Qualification. And along with that, in pathway 2, you do employability skills, of course. You're going to need customer service so that you can present yourself well, so that you can treat persons with exceptional service. You can exceed persons' expectation. You have to have your personal and career development. Along with that, you're going to do entrepreneurship, because many of us, like what I'm going to say Reverend Johnson would have said, we want to not only earn, we don't want to earn just the minimum, we want to be able to start a business. So we are capacitating you with that opportunity. And additional options, you can pursue CXCs, including Math and English. You can pursue City and Guilds, and you can pursue, if you desire, an additional CAPE subject. Now, what if you do not have 1 CXC, 2, 3, 4, 5 CXCs to go in pathway 2 or to go in pathway 1? Again, the 6th form pathway program is for everyone. So parents, don't worry. Ask the school about pathway 3 if your child does not have any CXC. And what this pathway will do, pathway 3, is to enroll your students in doing Math and English, either at City and Guilds level or CXC level. And then we're going to introduce them to a skill, which is through NVQJ or through one of City and Guild's 12 Proficiency Award. So there you have it, students, parents, and even educational stakeholders. The three pathway, no pathway is bigger than the other, you know. It's depending on where you are. Remember, we heard that we grow where are planted, and it depends on your learning style and what you prefer. Because, you know, if you are going to be in the hospitality industry, let's say, for example, a waiter or a bartender, you know, those persons, as soon as they start work, they go on the ship and start to earn US dollars and send it back home. I would suggest the technical pathway, pathway 2. So no pathway is better than the other. It is where you are and you fit in the pathway and you grow. But let I point out something to you. If you have 5 CXC subjects, and this is what we are seeing nowadays, some persons don't bother even look at the pathway 1. They go into pathway 2. So if you're qualified for pathway 1 and you still want to do a technical, you can do that. But then look at this now. If you start at pathway 3 with only your math and English, you can move up to pathway 2, and then you can move up to, you can jump into another pathway, pathway 1. So the opportunities are there, students, and their offering, I said, is for you to register. Do not be like the sleepers and watch this opportunity go by, because I'm sure colleagues in my age group and older are saying, man, they wish they had this opportunity. So do not, you are people to look on others, but you are reaper. So here the opportunities are. Tomorrow, as soon as you go to school, speak with your guidance counselors, whomever you need to speak with, your 6th form coordinator, your grade 11 coordinator. Ask about the programs that are there and get registered. Don't go off on Easter break and you do not pre-register. So I want you to plan your registration, and I'm just going to copy my contact information in the event that when you seek additional information, you can reach out to me. So my email address is there and my contact number. So God bless you, and I anticipate you taking full advantage of this opportunity. Bye-bye.
Good evening, everyone, and I hope that all is hearing me well and you are fabulous. Now, I am not Mrs. Nubia Makala, however, I'm still representing Northern Caribbean University. My name is Chantal Stewart. Now, I'm going to be putting something in the chat right here on Zoom, and yes, of course, over YouTube as well, just in case anything I say after right now, you want to connect with NCU a little bit more, you want to ensure that you can have the opportunity to make contact, you have the opportunity to go through our different books, go through, ask you different questions, make contact, because I know that Mr. Johnson gave us a limited amount of time, so I cannot just tell you all the things, but I can let you know that once it is that you take pathway number 1, one of the first pathways that Mr. Gentleman just mentioned is going to a UCJ accredited institution. And I must let you know that Northern Caribbean University has institutional accreditation. Now, what does that mean for you? The paper that you get with the degree and your name, lovely, signed and stamped, can be used in over 235 countries worldwide. So the paper, lightweight indeed, but heavyweight on the other hand. Now, we want for you to move your trend-setting state that you just got, move your reaping mind, move your standard of living and your standard of reaching out and your standard of becoming who you are, and become a student with us here at Northern Caribbean University. Now, quickly, I just want to share with you, when it is that you come to NCU, what are some of the things you will be learning? How is it that NCU can actually assist you in building character, creativity, and competence? And importantly, why is it that you should obtain a degree from Northern Caribbean University? Now at NCU, we build on 3 things: character, creativity, and competence. We have been established for a long time, long before some of you was even thought about, from 1907. Now, NCU boasts in being the oldest private tertiary institution in Jamaica, which means that we have some standard and we are creating some trendsetters. So move that kind of personality and, importantly, the type of winning mentality that you would have received at your high school over to us at NCU. Now we pride ourselves in establishing and also creating and providing for our students holistic learning environment. Now, we don't only focus on this spiritual. Yes, we are owned and operated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church. No, that does not mean you have to be an Adventist to come there. However, we ensure that our students receive holistic learning environment in a student-centered environment. Now, what makes NCU unique? What makes NCU stand out from all the institutions you'll hear this evening and all the other institutions that you'll probably do some research on? Just three simple things. One, we foster a winning and innovative attitude amongst our students. Now, we don't only think about things nationally, we go regionally and, importantly, internationally. As I mentioned earlier, our education is multi-dimensional and our graduates are in demand and they are in the field right now. And I must let you know that Pastor Jermaine Johnson is a proud alumnus of Northern Caribbean University. Now, where are we located? We are located in Mandeville, in Kingston, in Montego Bay, and in St. Anne's Bay. Different locations right at your fingertips. Now, right now, because of the pandemic, everything is online, but probably with everything kind of easing down, there is possibility that coming August, you will have some face-to-face classes, but currently right now, our classes are being in a mixed modality. They're being facilitated in a mixed modality. And also our student government has ensured that student life is also not ignored during this pandemic. Now, what can you actually come to NCU to obtain? Now, NCU has 4 colleges and 1 school ready to serve you. We have the College of Business and Management, and if you're looking on my screen, you will see the degree programs that we offer under that particular program. And remember earlier, I mentioned that I'm placing some things in the chat. So I also placed our bro book in the chat. So you have the opportunity to scan through, get an idea of the credits that you will do per course, and also the pricing. We also have a College of Humanities, Behavioral and Social Sciences for our students who want to do social work, guidance and counseling, criminal justice, communication studies, English, music education, Spanish and Spanish education. We also have a College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing for my medical students online who want to do something in environmental science, something in electronic and electrical engineering. You want to do something in mathematics, dietetics, medical technology, nursing, chemistry, you name it, it's on your screen, take a quick look. We also have the College of Education and Leadership, where you can obtain a Bachelor's of Arts, or in some cases also a BA, a Bachelor's of Arts or a Bachelor's of Science degree in early childhood education, primary teacher education, secondary teacher education, and special education. And we also have finally our School of Religion and Theology, where you can obtain a religion and theology degree and also certificate in Christian sealmanship and Bible work. Now, I know y'all are gearing up to do your CSECs, CAPE, City and Guild, etc. Now, how is it that you can actually obtain matriculation into NCU? Now, all we ask for is at least 5 CSEC subjects. Now, this must include English language. Now, specific subjects have their own requirements, and after this session, you'll get the opportunity to take a look at our bro book, so you will actually see what particular degree program will align with a particular CSEC program. Now, CAPE is not mandatory. However, based on the Ministry of Education, different pathways, let's say you actually obtain, or you decide rather, to take the CAPE level pathway. Once you do CAPE and you're coming to NCU, you can actually benefit. Now, how do you benefit from CAPE? Once the CAPE subjects that you're doing align with what you're doing here at NCU, you can receive something called credit transfers. No, not exemptions as what other universities will give you, but credit transfers. Now, credit transfers is that if it is, let's say, you did MOB in CAPE, Unit 1 and Unit 2, and you're coming to NCU to do a Bachelor's of Science degree in Business Administration or Management Studies, you can actually receive credit transfers for those 2 units of MOB. What does that mean? You will not do over the courses once it is that you would have gotten 1 to 3 in some cases, or 1 to 4 in your classes. So once it is that you have CAPE, you can actually graduate faster. Now, I'm placing in the chat right as I'm finished sharing the PowerPoint presentation as well for you to get an idea of what our tuition fees are like, because that will differ based on the particular program you are interested in. Now, I'm going to be placing as well in the chat our e-contact card, because I don't have the time to go through all of us with online, find out what your career goals are, assist you in aligning correctly to a particular degree program. So I'm putting our e-contact card in the chat right now for you to send us your contact information. And trust me, best believe someone will reach out to you before mid of this week. All right, so leave us your contact information so we can reach out to you. Now, you've been here, you've been on, you've been come from Pastor Johnson's presentation. You are ready to be a trendsetter. You are ready to be the standard of all your friends, all your community members. Why not join Northern Caribbean University? Because we are the University of Winners, and you can be as well. Thank you for listening, everyone. And I am placing some things in the chat right now, and I am looking for you to send in your different contact information and questions. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, before the representative from Heart Trust, Monique, and Brownstone come, I'm going to ask that we keep it very, very short, as we are on a time crunch. We have to be off here by 7 o'clock. So those representatives, you literally have about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, because there are some other things that need to be done so that we're off by 7. So 1.5 minutes to 2 for Heart Trust. Let's tell us where we can find you, quickly what you offer, if you want to leave something in the chat, like a link or so that the students can click and follow, like, share, subscribe, all of that, please do. But ensure that you keep it a minimum 1.5 minutes to 2, as we have to end by 7 o'clock, and there are other things for us to cover after your presentations. Go ahead. Heart?
Good evening, everyone. Testing, testing. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Little
awesome.
Loud and clear.
So good evening again. My name is Alvarna Mackenzie, and as I only have a minute to present our various programs and services to you, I will leave, of course, a link in the chat. However, I guess just to mention that the most famous and upcoming program that we are recruiting for now is the summer program. That's the Hope Youth Summer Work Program, where we place our trainees on work experience for 3 weeks in firms, so they get a chance to experience the working world based on the skill area that they are interested in, and of course they get a stipend as well. As I said, I will post the link. We do on-the-job training where you can, if you're not ready to matriculate into college, you want to gain some work experience first. We have on-the-job training programs, minimum 1 year. General requirements includes TRN, NIS, ID, birth certificate, an updated resume, and your qualifications. We do have programs that you don't need qualifications for. If you don't have any subjects, then you can do the math and English entrance test. We have 2 TVET institutions in the region. That's Beechamville in St. Anne, Falmouth in Trelawney, and we have 1 workforce college. That's the Hart College of Hospitality Services. Don't want to take up too much of your time. It's a lot of programs that we offer. I will leave my contact number as well, so persons who are interested, you can reach out to me, you can email me, The office is in St. Anne's Way upstairs courts. We also have an office in Trelawney where NYS used to be. That's where we are still using that building. Thank you again for the invite, and please reach out to us so we can assist you as best as possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next rep from Monique, 1 minute.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vanessa Sweetland, and I am the Career and Placement Officer at the Monique College. At the Monique College, we have various programs. We have ranging from teaching diploma, teaching degree, my apology, teaching degree in early childhood education. We have it at the primary education and also at the secondary education. We have 3 satellite campuses. We have the main, we have another one in Galena, and we have one in Linstead, St. Catherine. In order to matriculate in any of our degree programs, you need to have at least 5 CSEC subjects, math and English, 1 related subject. What do I mean by related? Say, for example, you want to do business administration, you must have a business subject. We also have boarding facilities. So if you are from, for example, Florida, you say, here, what money is too far, not to worry. We have our accommodation facility. We also have different scholarships. I believe initiative is also a part of the scholarships we have. At the Monique College, we don't only focus on our academics, so to speak. When our students leave, we want them to be well-shaped, well-rounded individuals. And as such, we also have a lot of different clubs and society. Because of time, I cannot go through all the programs we have. And as such, I am going to drop the ISIM website in the chat. So you can go on that website and you can see all the different programs that we have to offer at the Monique College. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. And then a final word from Brownstown Community College. 1 minute.
Good evening, everyone. Greetings from the Brownstown Community College family. It's an immense pleasure to participate in this motivational symposium. We're in it to win it like a boss. I'm Donna Bonamon, Acting Vice Principal Academic Affairs at Brownstown Community College, a world-class institution that is committed to service. We provide a wide range of educational and professional training programs that will equip students with the knowledge, skills, and industry experience for the current labor market. I'll ask Ms. Verona Maxwell to talk to you about the programs that we offer, just to name them, and I'll ask Ms. Monique Treasure to put the information in the chat. But I just wanted to advise, before I forget, that we'll be having CSEC classes, CSEC workshops for students sitting CSEC subjects this year. This is an appeal to all students and parents of students sitting CSECs this year. We know that there have been a lot of learning loss, so we urge you to take advantage of these workshops, which will begin April 13 and run until April 21. Ms. Maxwell. Your microphone, Ms. Mack.
Sorry. Thank you so very much, Dr. Bonaman. Our bachelor's and associate degree programs range from business administration, culinary arts, social work, nursing, architectural and constructional technology, and so on, CSEC and CAPE. We cater to all types of students, all students. We have programs for business students who want to go into finance, accounting, marketing, human resource management. The science students, you can have your careers in healthcare, science and agriculture, architecture, construction, or electrical. And for those who want to do CSEC and CAPE subjects, you can do those to get into our higher level degree programs. So we have a space for you too. Back to you, Dr. Badman. Thank you.
Thank you. Do enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the representatives from the Ministry of Education, speaking about sixth form, from Northern Caribbean University, Heart Trust, NSTA, Moeey College, and BTCC. Ladies and gentlemen, we are literally at our time cap. We have to cap it here at 7 o'clock. But for those of you who are on, we can't leave without saying, pardon me, thank you. To formally do so, I invite at this time Mr. J. Bury, an IBI ambassador from St. Anne, to do the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Blackstock. Good evening, everyone. The privilege is mine to extend gratitude to all of those who have made this evening's program a success. Firstly, thanks be to God for blessing us with the opportunity to host this afternoon's program. We give him all the praise, honor, and glory. Thanks to the I Believe Initiative and its team of ambassadors, Jermaine Johnson, Tasha Gay Campbell, Denisha Blair, and myself, Sujay Bury, for having conceptualized this symposium and executing it in fine style. We are very thankful for the support of His Excellency and Mr. Abraham Simmons, National Coordinator for the Governor General's Program for Excellence, and Mr. Rajay Danvers, Projects Officer for the GGPE. An extraordinary thank you to the Ministry of Education and Youth, Region 3, for collaborating with the IBI on this initiative and for driving the promotion of the program in the schools under its auspices. We especially want to thank Mrs. Marsha Johnson Henry for being an exceptional liaison for the ministry. Thanks to the Honorable Custos Norma Walters for her continued support of youth development and for her guidance in planning this program. Thank you to Pastor Conroy Shakes for bringing us the invocation to set the pace for this afternoon's program. God bless you, Pastor. Thank you to our main presenters, Ms. Stonian Davis and Pastor Jermaine Johnson. We truly appreciate you sharing with us this afternoon, and we have learned so much from you. We are indeed motivated. Thanks to the various institutions who took the time out to promote their offerings in order to expose the students to the many opportunities available to them at the next level. Thanks to our eloquent, ebullient, and vivacious host, Mrs. Ornesia Blackstock, of Value in the Voice, Public Speaking, and more, for the seamless way in which she took us through the program. Your sense of humor, wittiness, and charm brought much delight to this event. Special thanks to the Westwood High School and Mr. Michael Wilson, respectively, for bringing us such beautiful and entertaining music. We were truly thrilled by your performances. A big thank you to our technical personnel who ensured the smooth management and streaming of the program on Zoom and YouTube. Pastor Onyeka Nevins, Miss Yannick Grant, and Miss Avon Allen. A big thank you to all of our principals, teachers, and parents who took the time out to join this symposium. And to climax our gratitude, a big thank you to all of the students who came out this afternoon. This program was planned with you in mind. And now go forth and know that you are in it to win it. Thank you one and all, and continue to use what is right with Jamaica to fix what is wrong with Jamaica. God bless you all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much to all of you, 56 of you who are so committed and faithful. You stayed with us through and through. We say thank you for attending. Those who left, thanks in your absence to you. What a symposium, what a day, what an evening. Truly, we are going forward because we're in it to win it. Thank you so much to the Ministry of Education Region 3 and the I Believe Initiative in partnership with Reverend Johnson under the umbrella of Johnson Motivates or the IBI program. Thank you so much. Tonight, this evening was worth it. We're going forward absolutely full and our cup's running over. And the next time you see us, we're able to declare to you, sir, miss, we're in it to win it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Pass on the information. Don't forget to subscribe to Johnson Motivates. Follow us at Value in the Voice on Instagram and at Johnson Motivates on Instagram. Anything you need public speaking relating, you know where to find us. Motivation, inspiration, all of them situations. That's what it is. Thank you for joining us. God richly bless you. The replay is on YouTube, but until then, God richly bless you.
The Governor General's I Believe initiative in association with the Ministry of Education and Youth, Region 3 presents a Grand Exit Examination Symposium for all CSEC Cape and City and Guild students under the theme, In It to Win It, featuring a stress management session, a career development seminar, entertainment and giveaways, and a powerful motivational talk happening on Zoom and YouTube on Sunday, March 27, 2022 at 4 p.m. You can't afford to miss it. Come, let us empower you to pass like a boss.